Hello there, it's Mike with the Fish Tank Barn, and welcome back to another video. So, you like the Ziss filter, but do you have a small tank so this doesn't fit? Something like a 5-gallon, a 10-gallon, or a 20-gallon long? Well, I think I might have a solution for you. I made a DIY little baby Ziss filter here. This was made out of an egg tumbler, so I'm going to show you how we made it. So, let's go ahead and get started. So I want to talk to you guys real quick about what I used for this project. The egg tumbler I used is right here. It retails for about $15 on Amazon. And then let me go ahead here and I'll show you what's in the package. So in the package there comes this. This is the top section. If you notice here, there's a hole. That's where your airline goes. One thing to note on this fitting right here is something similar to a Schedule 30. Not your normal Schedule 40 PVC. Try to put on your Schedule 40 PVC. It's not going to work. I tried that, it didn't work too well. The next thing that comes with is some airline and a valve. Finally, you have the body, which I think is important because on the body, if you look on the bottom, there's a sponge here, just like the Ziss filter. So you can take this sponge out, service it, and put it back just like you would on the Ziss filter. And then here, this comes off. Inside of here is an air stone that you're not going to use. And then if you look inside of here, you can see that there's a grid. There's holes. There's tiny holes in here for the water and air to escape. And then this top obviously is removable. So pretty convenient. Go ahead here and show you how I built this. Here, this is the top section. I did go to my table saw and I cut it in half. I cut this to whatever length that you would like. You can adjust the height with it. And then what I did is I just fed the airline tubing through here, and at the end of it I put on just a piece of rigid airline tubing. Next thing, with your top here, I did drill a hole through the top. You're going to want to feed this through the top. So it's going to go on through there. The other piece is going to get hung up a little bit. You just got to pull it on through. Now you have the air part of it assembled. You're going to want to add to this part. I did have some Ziss media left over from one of my projects that I did with the prior Ziss filters. There'll be a card up here in just a moment. You could put K1 or anything else in here as well. It may not cycle up as quickly. That media would work as well. So all you're going to want to do is stick that into here, and then if it gets bent up, like say bent where the media is, maybe just give it a little bit of a shake, and you're good to go. So let's head downstairs. We'll go hook this up on a 10-gallon tank, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, this is the filter set up now. You can see that the media is already tumbling, and then if you go up to the top, you can see the water coming out of the top, and it's sucking up stuff through the bottom. It clamp it on here with the clamps that came with it. Now that we see that it works, let's go ahead and head back upstairs, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the pros, cons, and issues that might come about with this filter. I do want to address a couple questions that will probably come out. For example, why can't you just do this in a plastic bottle? One of the things I really wanted to do with this project is make it look nice. So this is something that's kind of nice looking. You can put it in your tank, especially for someone who has a 10-gallon tank that you're using as a display tank. One thing I will say is you probably will grow some algae on the side of the clear tubing, and that probably will eventually look unsightly, but it's always something you can clean out. One thing I don't like about it is I wish I could get a Schedule 30 elbow, 90-degree elbow instead of the 45 that's on there. I think that would be a lot more effective. Pretty happy with how it turned out. We're going to run some tests on this, probably buy a couple more. So I do have one last thing I want to talk about with this filter. You have to be a little bit careful with the air on this, because this top here does not fit very snug. I would say turn your air about halfway down or so, and you should be fine and not blow the top off. I did make the mistake when playing around with this, with turning the air up all the way, and I woke up the next morning with the top gone and all of the filter media strewn all over the tank. So that is one thing that you have to be careful with when setting this up, is making sure you have the airflow dialed in. That being said, I do appreciate you guys watching. If you check out some of the other videos that appear at the end of this video, I appreciate it. If you like the channel, please like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. That being said, I do appreciate your time. Keep on breeding, and we'll catch you later.